SUI has been one of the best performing cryptos lately, many calling it the next Solana, but there's a critical red flag you need to know about before jumping in. There's money to be made. There's also a beta play to SUI, but only if you understand what I'm about to break down in this video. Let's start with the good news. SUI has been one of the best performers in crypto. Just over the last 2 weeks, 50%, and over the last year, 163%. Meanwhile, over the last week, even over the last 30 days, most cryptocurrencies have been flat and boring. And one of the reasons helping SUI's price is the recent launch of Grayscale's SUI Trust, giving SUI attention on Wall Street. But most importantly, the total value locked on SUI is growing, or said in another way, people are actually using this ecosystem. There was a dip in August, but it has picked back up and the TVL is at an all-time high. So the TVL is looking good. But here's the really big news that can ramp things up. USDC is coming to SUI. So what? A stablecoin. You can't buy a stablecoin and get a 2x. But here's the thing. A stablecoin, in this case USDC on SUI, will unlock crazy liquidity because it allows more people to explore the SUI DeFi ecosystem. For the success of lending apps, finance apps, meme coins, gaming, NFTs, or really any app, a stablecoin that is actually stable is needed. If you have a stablecoin in a DeFi ecosystem that cannot keep its peg, then everything will fall apart. It's the only way to get into the arena with blockchains like Ethereum or Solana. If we look at Cardano, for example, they currently do not have a stablecoin such as USDC or USDT, and this has really held them back. And until they have it, I don't think they're going to be able to compete. So with SUI, the tech is good. There's a lot of people building. I mean, SUI is even creating a handheld gaming device, similar to how Solana created a phone that received airdrops. And who knows, maybe these SUI gaming devices will receive airdrops in the future as well. But the big red flag is SUI's tokenomics. Only 27% of the SUI supply is in circulation, meaning that over time, as more coins get released, the coins that you hold will get diluted and lose value. Now, this does not mean that you can't make money. There's a misconception in crypto that if the circulating supply is low relative to the total amount of coins, you can't invest, you can't trade, you can't make money. But this is nonsense. If you're buying something for the true long term, say 5 years, 10 years, then definitely this matters. But most of us are here right now to make money in this bull run. So what matters is the supply during the time of trading or investing. As long as the demand is higher than the current supply, then the price goes up. I mean, to prove it, we just look at SUI's price. Even though only 27% of the supply is in circulation, SUI has been outperforming most other cryptocurrencies over the last month and even over the last year. But please do not get sucked into this HODL mentality when it comes to something like SUI, which will be diluted in the long run. And really when it comes to 99% of altcoins, eventually there will be a crash. Eventually there will be a bear market and not all of these coins will come back. If you want to go deeper one-on-one in finding and managing risk with these volatile coins, I'll leave a link in the description. SUI also gets criticized for being a VC-backed coin, a coin backed by Wall Street. But the truth is, VC-backed coins are some of the easiest multiples in crypto because there is a lot of big-time funding behind these coins. When we look at some of the top coins, they didn't just magically appear. There was big-time funding behind them, paying for marketing, media, developers, events, and the list goes on. The exception are coins like Bitcoin or Dogecoin, maybe something like Ethereum. These are old coins. They didn't just magically appear. It took a lot of time. Bitcoin created in 2009, Dogecoin 2013. But many coins you see here were created only 4 or 5 years ago. If we look at Solana, for example, it only went live in 2020, yet it's sitting here at number 5 in market cap. And it has made its way into being the anchor of many people's portfolio, along with Bitcoin and Ethereum. So the reason Solana was able to get here so fast is because of its VC backing. There's no need to get idealistic about crypto. If you want true decentralization, grassroots, then you buy Bitcoin. If you want to make quicker money this bull run, then there's altcoins, and most of the winning altcoins have major VC backing. As for myself, I prefer to do both Bitcoin and altcoins. For the most part, when it comes to Bitcoin, I marry it. But when it comes to these altcoins, don't hate it, don't date it, just trade it. When it comes to SUI, you just have to be aware that eventually the rest of these tokens will unlock, and all the big players on Wall Street will want their payday. For this cycle, though, I do think that SUI has a good narrative. It has been grouped as one of the Solana killers along with Aptos. Both SUI and Aptos are the new shiny objects. They have a good story to them as well. The founders of SUI and Aptos originally worked at Facebook on their cryptocurrency project Diem, but after government shut down that project, these engineers left and went on to create SUI and Aptos that both use the Move programming language. So these tokens are new, they're fast, they have the Facebook narrative to them. So SUI is gaining attention right now. Of course, the best marketing for any coin is price going up. But Aptos may be the beta play to this narrative, something worth paying attention to. SUI is currently sitting at number 31 in terms of market cap, and right behind them is Aptos. Although Aptos has similar roots as SUI, it has not been a great performer this year. Over the last year, it's only up 9%. But if SUI continues to do well, I do believe that people will start looking to Aptos as the beta play. In terms of market cap, Aptos' all-time high, $7 billion, and currently sitting at a $2.9 billion market cap. I will be monitoring the growth of Aptos by TVL. Currently, it's sitting here at number 17, so if I do see this rising, that is a good sign. And it looks like SUI will continue to put their name all over the map. We spoke about USDC being integrated, the Grayscale SUI Trust, the rise in TVL, the gaming console, all the money SUI has to spend on marketing and media. And SUI is even making their way into the movie business. SUI just announced an equity stake in MoviePass, the Netflix of cinema. The app lets you see a movie every day in theaters for only 10 SUI a month. I mean, these things don't excite me, but it all adds to the narrative, because remember, in crypto, for a coin to do well, there are fundamentals and narratives, and in many cases, it's just the narrative alone. But when it comes to SUI, it appears that it has both. But there are these coins ahead of it, which I don't understand why. There are coins ahead that have less users, less volume, and worse narratives. And of course, this could all be different a year from now. One coin in particular that caught my interest was TON. This coin broke into the top 10 out of nowhere. And if you want to know why, go ahead and watch this video right here.